Hello everyone, this is Akang Suman here. Now we are going to solve the next question. Okay. In the question, you have to find out the speed of the slider. There is a mechanisms that is given. There are four number of links. Basically, the one is fixed link. Okay, you can see here that is first links, and that is second link, and that is third link, and the slider is also the four link. Okay, so there are four link mechanisms. You have to calculate the speed of the slider. See, in the gate examination, they generally ask the questions based on the speed of the slider. Repeatedly, they are asking. Okay, so you must have to understand the concept how to calculate the speed of the slider, because the mechanisms can be changed. Okay, so you must have to understand. Now we are studying the velocity analysis, so we are using the instantaneous center method in order to finding out the speed of the slider. So first we are discussing that if this is I12 and this would be I23 and this is I34 and that is I14. So out of 6 number of instantaneous center, because there are 4 number of links, so we will calculate the number of instantaneous center. You will get the 6 number of instantaneous center. Out of 6 we have mentioned the 4 instantaneous center. Okay, now we have to calculate the speed of the slider. Means if it is in rotation in the anti-clockwise direction, the speed of the slider will be in that direction. Yes or no? That is v. I'm going to mention it as v. Now see here, this is 90-degree angle. Okay, and when you are going to find out the, if I want to know what is the angle is this, we can easily calculate. This angle can be calculated. Okay, because tan theta, if this is the angle that is theta, so tan theta would be perpendicular upon base. That means 200 upon 50. Okay, so that is 4. And what would be the value of theta? And that is 75.96. 75.96. Okay, now we just want to know the velocity of the slider. Okay, that means v. Now see here, we are using to finding out the other instantaneous centers, remaining instantaneous center, that is I24. This is 1 and this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. Okay, we all know that the remaining instantaneous center can we can find out the method, that is the circular method. Basically, if you want to calculate the I24, you have to go I23 and I34, and then you have to go I12 and I14, and the intersection of these two lines you will get the I24. Okay, so I'm just making intersection for I24. Why I am interested to finding out the I24, I will show you. I24 is basically the intersection of I23, I34 and I12, I14. See here, I already told you that this is the sliding pair, and for sliding pair the instantaneous center will go at infinitive. Okay, this is at infinitive. The center of the sliding pair, the center of the translatory body, the body in the translation having the center in at infinitive, because the straight line is basically infinite radius circle. So I can shift I14 here. Okay, so I can shift I14 here because the center of I14 is at infinitive, so I can shift it anywhere. Okay, in the translatory motions. Okay, so see here, I24 is I12, I14 and I23 and 34. Now if you extend this here, you will get the intersection. When you extend I23 in that direction, you will get the intersection, and that would be I24. Okay, now Why I am finding out the I24? Because the velocity will be in perpendicular direction. Velocity will be in perpendicular direction to I24 here. Okay, so when the only one possibility for the velocity to be perpendicular to the instantaneous center, that is I24. Okay, so we are interested to, so that is why we have find out the I24. Okay, now what is the value of B? That is the R omega. Okay, that would be the R. Okay, omega is the this angular rotation of the crank. Okay, you can say that is 10 radian per second. So we can finding out the V. Are you getting my point? Now for finding out the R, that is the important task, because we have to calculate this length. Okay, we have to calculate this length. Now see here, if this is the 75.96 degree, so what would be this? That is 90 minus 75.96. You will get the 14.036. You will get 14.03 degree. Okay, now if this is 14.03 degree, this would also be 90 degree. Okay, so we can calculate this length, because this is 50 is given. Okay, so what I'm going to apply? I'm going to apply cos theta, that is cos 14.03, that is base upon hypotenuse, that is we have to find out I1. We have to find out, I'm going to rename it as A. Okay, and that is O. So that is OA. We are going to find out, that is 50 upon OA. Now what would be the value you will get? You will get 51.53, that is OA, that is 51.53 mm. It is in the mm. Okay, now this is not the answer, because we have to calculate the velocity. So that is 51.53, that is in mm, and we have to find out the velocity in meter per second. So I can divide it with 1000 and multiply it omega. Omega is 10 radian per second. So finally you will get the answer 0.515 meter per second. So that would be the final answer. You have to use this concept using in order to finding out the velocity of the slider. We will solve the get previous year questions. Then you can see there a number of question is going to be asked from the speed of the slider using this concept. You just have to know how to draw the instantaneous center, then you will be able to solve out the questions. There may be another method in order to finding out the velocity, but this is the instantaneous center method. Okay, so I hope you will understand.